Does age matter?
Age. Maturity-wise, probably. I think the older ones they kind of know what they want. Like, they kind of stop playing games. I got good morals and values. I don't know. I feel like I don't see myself that way. I can get jealous at like the little things. Well, I feel like the girl's always an emotional one that's always like, okay, I like where this is going, but you kind of just want to see if the guy is serious too. I love it, like.
Yeah, it's the best.
I love it here.
I think a lot of people, especially when guys, it's different for guys, right? Use therapy and healing and inner work, not realizing those very things can be a conduit for emotional avoidance disguised as healing.
Therapy also helps you heal those wounds so you don't do those things, avoiding what actually you need to process. People just need a reality check.
Yeah,
because
that's what
true.
I think. Yeah,
like, they go to therapy because they need someone to tell them what they already know, but they need it to be heard in the wrong way, like very strongly, so it's not sugar-coated. Because if it's sugar-coated, then you're not gonna fix the problem. I believe in manifestation, but you're not just gonna think of something that's gonna pop up. You have to work through it. You have to do the little steps. Okay, you wanna be a billionaire, you gotta do the steps to be a billionaire. It's not gonna come knocking at your door. Women are just so intuitive. We're magical beings.
Manifestation's definition, unfortunately, has gone diluted by people who don't want to do the work.
I'm Hispanic, I'm Latina, I love to dance, I love to mingle. Like, if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna have fun.
Welcome to Unattainable. Glad to have you with us. I'm your host, Zach Evans, along with my co-host, Mohammed Molai. And today we got a special guest on the show for you guys. Why don't you go ahead, introduce yourself to the audience, your name, what you do, and your star sign.
My star sign, okay. My name is Haley Amaya. I am a model, content creator, and I'm an Aquarius.
Ooh, Aquarius.
Yeah. What are you guys?
I'm the best one. Proven by science.
No, Aquarius is the best one. Sagittarius, maybe?
Aquarius is the most fun, but a little dangerous. Yeah.
A little weird.
Bad for my mental health, but very fun.
What are you?
Pisces. Yeah.
Oh, a Pisces.
Yeah.
She couldn't even tell.
No.
Pisces I identify as a Leo. I'm more of like a Leo type, but yeah, technically I'm a Pisces.
My rising is a Leo.
Oh, interesting.
But my moon is a Scorpio.
Yeah, we don't trust Scorpios around here. Yeah. Oh, what did I tell you about inviting toxic people onto the podcast?
I'm the least toxic person.
I told you after the last one, we got to stop inviting these ones.
I'm the least toxic person ever. Where are you? What are you?
Yes.
I think we had this conversation. Are you a Gemini?
Gemini.
Virgo?
Why do you think that?
I don't know. A Virgo. You're a Virgo.
Yes.
I remember one of those two. Virgo, because I think you said you were like very, I don't know, organized and like things have to be a specific way from our last conversation.
Yeah.
Virgo. He gives Virgo.
I didn't believe in star signs until he told me he was a Virgo. And I'm like, yeah, that's the most Virgo motherfucker. He has spreadsheets for everything. He'd be like, yo, look, let's grab lunch in an hour. I'm like, okay. All of a sudden it's like, boop. New Google Calendar invite from
I do the
Mohammed.
Google.
Like,
I do the Google Calendar. I love the Google Calendar.
He has an Android phone. So the specs are better. The specs are better. You know what I mean? Like, he's the most Virgo of all the Virgos.
That's funny. Yeah. I don't know. I've never really been around too many Virgos.
Oh,
they kind of scare me.
Yeah.
I'm an Aquarius, so I'm like everywhere. I'm like, I can be organized, but then I can also be the opposite.
Right.
But I love a good calendar. Keeps me organized. It makes me feel like I'm organized.
Are you toxically possessive and jealous?
No.
Why did you just lie?
Is there like something connected to me? No, I'm just kidding. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. Depends who's asking. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm a pretty good moral person.
Moral? What's moral got to do with being possessive and jealous?
I got good morals and values. I don't know. I feel like I don't see myself that way. I can get jealous at like the little things.
Like what?
If you're talking to other girls and giving them more attention than me.
That's being possessive and jealous.
Is being jealous. But I won't go crazy.
I didn't say, would you go crazy? I didn't say you were crazy.
I feel like possessive is like very like.
I think there's a healthy amount of jealousy and there's like a unhealthy amount.
Like, I feel possessive is pretty unhealthy.
Okay, let's talk about it this way. Have you ever been in a relationship when your boyfriend was talking to another girl and then you went up to him and said, Why are you talking to her?
No. I feel like all of my boyfriends have really loved me. So I know they wouldn't really do that. And I've never been put in that situation to feel that way. But
how old are you?
27.
27. Okay. And how many relationships have you been in?
Serious relationships, like 4. And I'm a long distance relationship. Yeah. So they're around like 3 years minimum.
Okay. And you're currently in a relationship? I
am.
And how long have you been in a relationship?
That was pretty recent. It's 8 months.
Okay. Tell us how it all came about.
So it's long distance. He actually reached out to me through Instagram because apparently I would appear on his Instagram feed, and the For You page gods were, showing me him. And so he's like, okay, he's cute, but he plays soccer. So he wasn't in the country. He was somewhere else. So he didn't want to reach out to me because he's like, I don't want to waste my time. But then I kept appearing, and he was finally in the States, and he messaged me. This was in November. He's like, hey, my birthday's coming up. I want to take you out. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. And he booked his flight to LA. He's never been to LA. He doesn't know anyone from LA. And he booked an Airbnb. And I felt like responsible for this guy because I'm like, okay, you don't know anyone and you're kind of here for me. So I went to go pick him up at LAX at like 8 a.m. I'm like, okay, I'm going to see where the plot goes. If he's cute, he's cute. But if he's a good guy, we'll see, because the vibes don't lie. So I picked him up and I took him to Venice Beach. And this is when the fires were kind of going on in Malibu. So we were walking and you can just smell the smoke. And we're kind of just vibing. And I think from there, we just instantly hit it off. And we've been talking since. And we're still very good. And he's a really good guy. So
during this 8 months, how many times have you seen him?
Pretty frequently. Like I just went to New York last week because now he's in New York. So I went to New York last week, and then now I'm going to New York this weekend to go see him. And then I think the longest time I've flown and stayed there was like a month. But I don't know, maybe like 10, 15 times around there. 10 times.
Okay.
I think.
So, but you feel, and then when did you guys decide to be in a relationship? Did he ask, or did you ask?
It was kind of like assumed, but from all that time, like me flying to him to go see him, and people kind of already speculated online that we were together, but it was like a moment where I like needed that reassurance, like, okay, what are we? Because this feels really good, but I didn't want to be that girl to be like, okay, so are we together? Are we not together? Are we dating? And so I told him, I'm like, am I your girlfriend? And he's like, yeah, you're my girlfriend. I'm like, you haven't asked me. He's like, I just feel like I don't have to ask. With everything like I've done, I feel like it's kind of
self-explanatory.
Yeah, but that's a dangerous game.
That's what I told him. I'm like, you have to tell the girl, because I can't assume.
No, I usually wait for the girl to ask me. And then, all right, now we got to do
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
Is that how your relationship started?
Kind of, actually. It just always ends up being like that because I'm like, I don't know, it's going to sound cocky, but I'm like, my life's good either way.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm going to be happy no matter what. But usually it ends up being like the girl who is like, oh no, I want to kind of like.
Well, I feel like the girl is always an emotional one that's always like, okay, I like where this is going. But you kind of just want to see if the guy is serious too.
Yeah. Like girls can't put apart like sex and like love. It's like all entangled in one. Where like guys, it's like a clear split. It doesn't matter.
And at the beginning, everything's so nice and perfect. You're like, I'm so happy. So you kind of have to differentiate that too.
Yeah.
But
so at what point are you going to fully move to where he is and become a soccer mom?
A wag. A wag first.
Yeah.
Wait,
with my cute little outfits, the wives and girlfriends.
Oh.
That's what they call it.
Like the athletes.
A wag.
Athletes.
Is that like an acronym?
There's a show. There's a TV show.
I haven't seen
But it means wives and girlfriends. So
I see.
Of like
of the players.
Gotcha. So they're like cute girlfriends and wives with like cute little outfits and like early kids or You know, wag. So I'm living my wag life. But since right now he's in New York, it's easier for me to work in New York as a model with an agency in New York. So probably do that transition soon. I like New York. I've never lived in New York, but
It's not that
I
good.
could do New York.
It's not that good.
No?
Yeah.
I mean, it is different than LA. LA, I'm born and raised in LA. I like the vibe. It's super chill. It's big. You can do a lot of things. New York kind of intimidates me a little bit, but I need that.
Here's the difference between LA, Miami, New York. Those are always what people debate, right? Miami prioritizes flash, right? So money and Lambos and bottle service and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So if you're the dude with the giant gold chain and like the convertible, like you're the cool guy, right?
You got it, yeah.
New York prioritizes pedigree and like where you went to college. Like if you went to Harvard and then your dad is super rich and like has a house in the Hamptons, like you're cool in New York.
Yeah.
LA's the only place where it's like merit based. Like LA's the only place, okay, your dad is a janitor, but you have an incredible voice or you're an incredible actor or honestly, you don't even have to be that incredible. You could become a millionaire overnight dancing with a ring light, right?
Yeah.
It's like you could be a moron with cheekbones
You be
and
yourself.
make more money than like an
Yeah.
actual surgeon, you know what I mean? But it's still like the only place where it's like it's what you did. It's not what your parents did and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's why I just always love LA energy versus
I love LA.
yeah, it's the best.
I love it here. Are you guys from LA?
No, I'm from this. Have you heard of this place called Wisconsin?
Well, no, where's that?
It's like
Mars?
up north. It's like
What's in Wisconsin?
it's fun. Everybody from LA, they're like, they just think it's like New York, Miami, and everything else is just Texas. They're just like everything else in the U.S. You know?
That's all I know, Texas.
Yeah, Wisconsin. It's old school. It's very like emotional repression, discipline. You know, like there's no therapy in Wisconsin.
Okay, well,
Like therapy is like your dad makes you do push-ups in the snow. Like that's your therapy.
so this is your therapy right here. We're working through that here.
Yeah, I'm not big on therapy for men. I think it is.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah, that's what people tell me, but I don't think it's that serious. I just feel like it's like, yeah, like girls a lot of times always tell me, oh, you need to go to therapy or like you have a lot of issues or you repress your emotions. I'm like, nah, my life is just good. Like I'm just not emotional. Like I just the issue is, I think a lot of people, especially when guys, it's different for guys, right? Use therapy and healing and inner work, not realizing those very things can be a conduit for emotional avoidance disguised as healing. Right? Because it's much easier to close your eyes in the corner of your room humming to the universe than it is to say, oh shit, I'm stressed because bills are due and I don't make money.
Yeah.
I need to go get a better fucking job, or I need to go start that business, or I need to go work out or something like this. And it's like, yeah, you could go to a therapist and like he can put a Band-Aid and make you feel better about the anxiety you have. Or
But
you
you
can just
have-
fix the
solve it,
problem.
yeah.
Like man up, fucking turn on your testosterone, go to the gym. Your inner child can be your spotter and fucking help you lift the weights and then
Okay.
like fix the problem. Like you're a man. Like, I don't know. My dad's like very old school.
No, but I agree. But also, therapy also helps you heal those wounds so you don't do those things, avoiding what actually you need to process. So maybe the Pisces in you needs to release those emotions, and you're probably hiding those emotions through all of that work.
Well, I just stuff them deep down in my psyche where they belong.
Okay.
But okay, so like, here's what I don't understand. Okay, so let's say you have emotional trauma because like, let's say a girl cheated on me and now I have emotional trauma from that, right? And so because of this emotional trauma, when I'm in relationships, I push people away when they get too close, right? Let's say that's my issue. If I was a therapist and like Zach came into my office, right, with this problem.
Yeah.
And he said, what do I do? Tell me about my blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, okay, just stop sabotaging your relationship. Like, and, oh, but the reason I sabotaged my relationship is when I was 5, my mom put my sister's spelling test in the fridge and she didn't put my spelling test and now I'm sad. And I'm like, okay, who cares? Just stop doing
just
the thing. Stop taking the action. You know what I mean?
People just need a reality check.
Yeah,
because
that's what
true.
I think. Yeah,
like they go to therapy because they need someone to tell them what they already know, but they need it to be heard in the wrong way, like very strongly, so it's not sugar coated. Because if it's sugar coated, then you're not gonna fix the problem. You're not gonna be embarrassed of who you are becoming.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I have a bad taste about therapy because...
I mean, I've tried therapy.
What did you think?
It didn't work for me.
It did,
because
okay.
Because I'm the type of person that I don't really open up about my feelings or what's actually going inside. Like I hide it with like a smile, like I'll make a joke or whatever. So these people, these therapists were talking to me, and I needed someone to like help me get into the root and like ask me like deep questions that I knew deep inside of me I wanted to release, but I just couldn't get them out. I'm avoidant. So it was just me and them like kind of just talking, but the conversation would just go somewhere else. And I'm like, okay, I'm just paying them to like chit chat. I can do my part and like open up, but
it just sounds like you weren't really working with somebody who was very good.
No.
Yeah.
Like they just compliment, like, oh, you have nice eyes, or get this crystal, you know.
Yeah, no, those are not.
So, like,
that's not.
That is not a. That's a fake. You got a Walmart brand Temu fucking therapist off a TikTok shop.
Better
you gotta
help.
get like yeah. You got the discount code.
Yeah.
You know how I know
sure.
crystals are fake?
Why?
How come everybody that I know who owns crystals rents?
That's crazy.
None of y'all can manifest a down payment on a house. Like,
They gotta work for it. They need a reality check.
yeah. I used to date this girl. She was super into crystals, and all her friends were into crystals. And they would like have these little parties, not like parties, but they would all gather around and like show each other their little rocks, you know?
I'm not gonna lie. I had a phase, like I had a phase where I was like into crystals and stuff. It just felt nice. And I feel like as a girl, I have really strong intuition and like strong energy. And when I really tap into it, good things just start happening. Like I think of something and it just appears, but that's just me.
So the reality about that's like manifestation kind of thing.
Kind of, but I believe in manifestation, but you're not just going to think of something and it's going to pop up. You have to work through it. You have to do the little steps. Okay, you want to be a billionaire, you got to do the steps to be a billionaire. It's not going to come knocking at your door.
So, but is that manifestation or is that just doing things?
It's doing things. I think I think they work together because you have to visualize to know what you want. You have to know what you want to get to where you want to be and do the steps that lead you there.
So like, for example, okay, let's say I'm like, I want to manifest like a trip to Europe, right? So I go like, Europe.
Talk to a
Europe,
promoter.
Europe.
Do the work.
But then like
visualize yourself there, and then go talk to someone.
That's what I'm saying. Like if I like visualize myself and then I just like go to Google and like flights to Europe and then I put in my credit card, like is that manifestation or is that just like buying a ticket to Europe? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't know. You visualize it. I guess it's just a feeling.
I think true manifestation, whereas you just ask the universe and you receive. I do believe in it, but only for hot girls. I don't think, like, if you're ugly, it doesn't work. If you're a guy, it doesn't work. If you're a hot girl, Tulum. Boom, the universe will provide. Private jet. Boom, universe
I mean,
provides.
women are just so intuitive. We're magical beings.
Yeah,
Maybe you guys should learn from us, you know?
Trust me, I wish I had. Because I'm white straight male, so my privilege is already like, it's like pretty high, but I cannot be pretty privileged. Pretty privilege, it's like the strongest. Like if we found out how to like harness the energy of pretty privilege and we could power the entire grid with that.
Maybe the secret's in the crystals.
Maybe
You need some crystals.
some
rose
amethyst.
quartz and some clear quartz.
There you go.
Some amethyst
There you go.
for some calmness. What about you?
What about me?
What do you think about crystals and manifestation?
I think, well, manifestation's definition, unfortunately, has gone diluted by people who don't want to do the work. And so they describe luck as something to be this, from the other side of the veil. almighty's power that,
Like it's really hard to obtain all these things, but people obtain it, and it's not luck; it's them working hard for it.
No, I think there's an aspect of some people who have certain privileges who then confuse their privileges as to what they believe to have been manifestation because they thought about something and that thing happened. However, if you look at the steps of how they got to that point, is that they did the things that they were supposed to in order for them to achieve the goal. It might have not been hard work, but sometimes you just ask the universe and it gives it to you, but it's not particularly manifestation that gives it to you. It's just you having the privilege of having a circle of people around you that allowed you to be lucky enough to get what you wanted. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I guess it all just ties in together. It just depends how you see it. Depends how that person sees it as well. Because maybe they don't think they're doing what they need to do to be there, and they're just dreaming about it. But they're probably, without them knowing, they're doing the steps.
Yeah, but the steps are obsessive action. And so most of the time, people who have manifested something is as a result of them being obsessed over something for so long that then their actions became subconscious towards achieving the goal that they were manifesting.
Maybe you're just getting closer to that in the, spiritual realm.
Sure.
Like you're just combining those physics,
Metaphysics.
and then it's just the more you talk about it, the more you feel it, the closer you are to those steps.
Well, there is such a thing as energy, and I think that people, as much as some people may not want to believe in it, the reality of it is we have a level of, this is how I like to describe it. When somebody's sad, and even if they don't say anything, you could kind of feel their energy. Yeah. And obviously, if they're happy, you could feel their energy. If they're mad, you could feel their energy. Sometimes if you go into a room and it's very awkward, you could kind of feel the heaviness, right? That's just the energy of the other person or you or whatever the case is. And so I believe that people forget the fact that your ability to have these energies could equate to your ability to be able to magnetize yourself. So once you put out the energy of, hey, I want to do this, and then your actions align with it, you become a magnet for that thing that you desire. But it does require you actually doing the work. You don't think so?
I don't think you turn into a magnet and things get drawn to you. I think you just do the work. It's you guys are way overcomplicated.
It's like no, Joe Dispenza. Do you guys know Joe Dispenza?
Joe Dispensary?
No. Who's that? Joe Dispenza. He is a doctor who with manifestation, and he's also like a hypnotherapist kind of guy. Okay. But he does these retreats, which are really cool, where people have found themselves healing themselves from certain, diseases or whatever's going on with them. And through just believing it and putting themselves in that energy of that person who they want to be, it's just your body is changing the way it thinks and it feels. So you're kind of, for example, if you're going through something, the more you think about it, the worse something gets. So you're kind of attracting it. So I guess it's just shifting your mind and attracting the energy and what you want to be, and just making that mental shift where you can attract or heal other people. I think it's interesting, and maybe it's something we don't know and it's not science based, but there's something out there.
Do you mean heal physically or like mentally?
There's people who have been healed physically. There's a lot of people who have came out of that and either I can't say like walk or heal some
like
sort
they're
of
blind and then all of a sudden they come out there seeing kind of thing.
I don't know if like they've ever had a blind person, but they're like going through like these really like life or death situations. Or I was reading this podcast of a woman who had something really rare in her spine, and it was like also a tumor growing, and she had to get surgery, but it was very complicated. And she was reading one of his books, and then she went to a retreat, and after that she had gone to the doctor, and apparently it had shrunk. She was doing better, and she kind of laid off from the surgery because she trusted what was going on. She didn't really know what was happening or how it was possible, but doing this and shifting a lot of things in her life helped her, whether it was that or something else, but it just shifted her whole world for her to slowly heal.
Yeah, I mean, I think a placebo effect can be a strong actual form of healing, but I think that's all it is.
Placebo. I mean, you just have to believe what you want. Believe it's on your mind.
Placebo effect of what?
Like if somebody like is in pain and you give them sugar pills and you tell them that it's pain medication, oftentimes those people will be like, oh, it worked, I'm no longer in pain. And you're
because
like,
it's all in your head.
It's all like a lot of that stuff.
It's what you want.
So then if your brain has the power of healing you, doesn't your brain
yeah.
have the power of giving you the thing you desire the most?
The reason I don't believe in that kind of stuff is, if that were true, it would be very easy to test it. Hey, there's somebody who has like cancer. Okay, let's get like 300 people in a room and just like all manifest them to get better.
Well,
and let's see over the control group, like, are they getting better or not? You know what I mean? Like, it would be an easy thing to test.
They are doing research on that. Like, there's a lot of things being written with him and all of his work that he's been doing, but it's all pretty recent too. And it's something like very new and different to some people, because it's not science based. You can't just prove something that you can't see, but then there's also God, you know? That's another topic. That's a whole nother topic.
So let's go back to your boyfriend. If he
love my boyfriend.
If he decides, so do you watch football or no?
Soccer.
What is soccer? I don't know what soccer
football?
is. Uh-huh. Do you watch
Spanish. Yes.
Spanish? You mean all the world?
It's because fútbol is en español.
Yeah, you're thinking football.
Football americano is football.
No,
with the Rams.
That's thieves who stole the name. So football is the name of the sport that you play with your
soccer.
That's what Americans call it, because they stole the other name.
That's what 90% of people call it. Football, soccer, yeah.
Yeah, so 90% of the world calls it football. 10% calls it.
Call it American football in America.
American football is
American
football,
rugby.
like the Rams.
It's American rugby is what it is.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
So
he plays soccer.
He plays football.
He plays football. I don't mind. I like football
so,
and soccer.
Do you watch it or no?
I do. I grew up watching soccer.
So you're a fan.
I am a fan.
Cool. And if he decided to, not if he decided to, if he got a shit ton of money and now all of a sudden for the next season has to go for 1 year to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, will you go? Will you move there?
Saudi Arabia. That's a lot, because I also have my career modeling. I can go visit, but
so you'll stay in the you'll remain in the relationship, but you'll just
I'll travel back and forth.
Okay.
Make it work.
Got it.
I think if you want to, anything's possible. Like, you can make anything work wherever you are. There's planes, trains, anything.
Planes, trains, trains to Saudi.
Boats.
So I can't imagine that he's the only person who slid into your DMs. I'm sure there was a ton.
There's still many guys out there, weird guys too.
Weird guys. What's the weirdest message you've ever gotten?
Oh my God, there was a guy who was obsessed with my ears, and he would send me like ear emojis every single time I like had my hair up in a ponytail. Like, very obsessive on like TikTok, on my
ear
comments.
fetish.
Yeah.
I've never heard of ear fetish.
He's like, you have the most beautiful ears. I don't like, thanks. It made me feel good about myself.
If somebody wanted to pay you
for my ears,
$100,000 for a picture of your ear,
Yeah. Take it. Take it.
You get a photographer, start shooting your ears the next day.
Easy. Retire quick. Invest that.
But I mean, okay, that's kind of like out of pocket, but I don't think that's like the weirdest thing.
No.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I feel like my followers are pretty respectful.
Are they?
Yeah.
No dick pics.
No.
Wow, that's
No dick
shocking.
pics. Actually, yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten a dick pic on Instagram.
You've gotten it everywhere else.
No.
Okay. So, okay. So then before meeting your boyfriend, you were in other relationships and situationships.
Yeah.
Why did those end?
It's just, I feel like either they fall too deep and like the relationship doesn't go where it needs to go, or like one is growing more than the other and they kind of just stay stuck. And as much as you want to help them and motivate them to do better or take a different route and help them with their life, you kind of feel like you're being dragged. And sometimes you just have to pick yourself.
How many long distance have you been in?
This would be my first
Okay.
long distance relationship.
Okay.
Official relationship.
But situationships you've had long distance.
I've had one.
Okay. You've had a what?
I've had one.
You've had one.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
I don't know. It seems like there's something going on with that one.
No.
God damn, you're a bad liar. All right, so
What are you talking about?
so the other ones that were not long distance, did you break up with them all, or did they break up with you?
Yeah, and I just noticed that I've broken up with all of my boyfriends. Maybe I just know what I want. You know?
Which is?
Not that. Not them.
Why? Okay, so what was the longest relationship before the current one?
Like 4 years, but it was where we had broken up, but they kind of still want to be friends and in your life, but they said they want to be friends, but they were kind of secretly in love with you, and you kind of try to make it work, but it's just impossible for them because they don't know boundaries, and then it starts getting like toxic and stuff, and that went on for like about 2 years. So
4 years plus 2 years.
Plus 2 years, yeah.
Okay. Why did you guys break? Why did you break up with him?
For that one reason, like that was that one reason where I just felt like that person was kind of stuck, and
So he wasn't growing and you were growing.
yeah, and like just mentally and where I was at and what I wanted to do with my life and my career, it just wasn't aligning with how I saw myself in my future. So and I just let it go, let it be, and it also kind of was a little toxic, and it wasn't healthy, and I didn't want to put myself in that situation.
Who was toxic?
The guy.
What was he doing that was toxic?
It was very like jealousy. I think as a model, it's very hard to date because, you know, you're a model, you're out there. There's always going to be guys commenting or calling you pretty, or if you go out, like asking for your number, or, you know, wanting to get your Instagram when you go out. And then once they see like an Instagram follower go up, it's like, okay, who is this? Were you talking to someone else? I can't trust you. And then just the whole thing. And I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah, but that's mostly his own insecurity.
It is. And I would
right?
say that, but then when I would say that, it kind of would hurt his ego. He's like, I'm not insecure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
When it comes from the person you're trying to attack,
Yeah.
it obviously
It's
feels
also ego. I feel like it was very
egotistical.
Prideful. Yeah.
Why were you attracted to him to begin with?
I get attracted to personality, who they are, and if I can see myself with them as like a family or a future long term, if they can be like a parent, like a good parent. And to me at that moment they were, and like it's just the energy and the vibe, and very different from like the people you see in LA, like just very grounded, humble, honest people. That's
You're saying that he was grounded, honest,
at
and
that
humble.
moment, yeah, in that moment, because you know you show the best of yourself at the beginning.
So he was faking it.
Well, I think maybe not faking it, but once you get like hurts or like pain or something like triggers you, you kind of, well, some people kind of let that soak in and build resentment and probably like not let it go, or something's just triggering and just kept the ball rolling and rolling, and probably needed therapy.
So he wasn't communicating.
Yeah.
Okay. And then once you broke up with him, you kept him around while you were seeing other people?
Not really. Like, I didn't really want to date after that, just because it was a lot. Like, they would kind of show up at my house and, you know, hey, I want to talk to you, but I'd be like, I don't want to talk. And it'd be like a thing where if I didn't come out, they'd probably come knocking at my door. Like, I kind of had to, or else they'd go kind of crazy. At one point, like, thought about getting like a restraining order, like, be like, hey, your friend's out here, can you come get him? Because it was a lot. And I would come and sit at the car. Like, I have like PTSD of having like conversations in the car now, because I feel like it's a fight. You know, when you sit in a car and like, okay, let's talk, tell me how you feel, and it's like going back and forth. I'm like, I don't want to be here. And you kind of just at one point like zone out, because you kind of, they just need to let it out, or else it's gonna get worse. So me and fights in the car is, I don't want to do that anymore.
So if a guy you just started seeing was about to like drop you off, and then you're just in the car and he's like having a conversation with you,
I'm triggered.
You're triggered. Will you like immediately tell him that like this is why you're triggered and like you don't want to be there, or will you just like act out and just leave?
Well, I feel like we're still kind of learning about each other, but we did have a fight where I had to tell him like, okay, you're kind of direct and I need you to talk to me softer or in a type of way, or else I'm gonna get like triggered, because that's how like my past relationships have been. Yeah. Where I'm like, okay, I need, like, I know you're not trying to be mean or anything, you're just telling me something, but it's just how it comes across, or else I'm gonna feel attacked. So just communicating that, because yeah, the past ones is just intense.
Understandable. So what's your biggest red flag?
A red flag, I think how they talk about people or how they are around their family. There's a lot of guys who don't really prioritize the people they're around with, or they make fun of their really close friends. It's just the words that they use to talk about their people. But it's not like, okay, they're goofing around. That's
trash
okay.
our friends constantly.
See you?
If you saw the group chat with all our guy friends in it, you would be like, run away.
Okay.
They were actually talking shit behind my back the other day.
Really?
Yeah, they all went to the hot tub and were like talking a bunch of shit.
Is this
No,
why?
we talked the same shit that we talked to your face.
No, I know, but still talking shit.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you're aware. But it's like when the other person's not aware, they think they're really good friends and they trust them with things. And then the other person's like airing out everything you trusted them with.
It's
like,
different with guys and girls though. Like,
yeah, but it's not cute. I don't know. I don't want to see my man like talking like that.
it's like, okay, let me tell you a story. Actually, your friend, I won't say his name, but the friend we were talking about before that you met us all through.
Okay.
I used to be roommates with him, right?
Okay.
And one time he has this girl over that he's like kind of seeing, and me, him, and our other roommate, we're all just trashing each other, making fun of each other. We're like, haha, you're fat. He's like, you're dirty. Like, we're all just like destroying each other, right?
Okay.
And the girl pulls him aside later and she's like, hey, like, you know, I don't know if this is healthy. I think your friends are bullies. And he was more offended that she would think that we're bullying him, and he's like the victim. He's like the poor little kid who can't hold his own. He was offended that she said that, but he doesn't get offended like when we make fun of him.
Yeah, well, because he knows your guys' dynamic.
Yeah, like that's just how guys are, you know. Like, here's the difference. Girls are super nice to people that they don't like, and then guys are super mean to people that they do like.
Okay. So you like tease and bully.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit of.
Is that an emotional response? Is that a trauma response?
No, it's just fun. It's just like, here's the thing. The moment I know that somebody is my close friend is the moment that I feel comfortable trashing their entire life.
Okay.
Like if I meet, like there's some people who I'm like, am I close friends with them?
Interesting.
And I think, nah, because like I can't make fun of
You're
him.
not comfortable enough.
Yeah. But like Mo, like I can like, insult his entire bloodline and like ancestry and like
Well, because he knows it's not that
micro
deep.
penis and like, I feel comfortable doing it,
Yeah.
because it's just like we're boys,
Yeah, because you guys know each other too.
Yeah.
But you guys know that you guys would do that to each other and in front and behind your back. But sometimes it's like the other way around where it's like, okay, the other person doesn't even know and sees you as maybe like a really good friend, but doesn't know that you're actually talking really bad about that person.
No, but as long as you say it to their face too, then it's okay, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Have any celebrities slid into your DM? Aside from the current boyfriend, obviously.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I plead the fifth. I'm using that. I plead the fifth.
It's interesting to me that people don't want to name the celebrities that slid into their DM as if like they signed an NDA or something.
No, I think it's just respect. I don't know.
Respect to who? You've never met this person.
You just never know.
No, I kind of respect that because it's kind of like, the other side is you get the girls who like kind of brag about it, like, yeah, this guy slid into my DMs and like I just blew him off, and it's kind of like a bad look for them too when it's like, okay, but why are you bragging about? Okay,
you didn't even do anything
DM'd
with
you,
them,
like because they thought you were hot, like.
Or yeah, if they wanted a real relationship, or you probably you blew your chance.
Well,
saying it.
It was interesting. I remember there was a moment where we're at a party, right? And one of the girls who was like hanging out in our group started bragging that she had hooked up with Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And like really like...
Chris Brown, out of all people.
What was weird was like, in my mind, I wasn't like, oh, that's so cool. It was a little bit like, you're one of like the girl, the 10,000 girls that like hooks up with a Chris Brown just because of Chris Brown. And I feel like most people would see it that way, but I don't know if my mindset is different.
I think because
her mindset is different.
Us in the industry kind of know what goes along behind closed doors, like with those kind of artists. Mm-hmm. But I think people who don't know or live somewhere else or are not part of like LA, New York, they're like, oh my God, Chris Brown, this isn't that. But it's in LA and New York, it's kind of common.
Yeah, like if you told me I'm dating Chris Brown and he's like,
it's official, like TMZ knows and everything.
I would be like, okay, that's impressive. Chris Brown can have like any girl he wants. He chose you.
Yeah.
You must have like something going for you. If you just gave it up for him, it's like, okay. Anybody who's like
gave it up and never talked to you again.
Like a 7.5, like like you're
probably
probably could do that.
Like
I'm sure if you wanted to, you could like easily make that happen. It's not like it doesn't feel like impressive to me. Like
it wasn't. It didn't seem like something hard.
It's not like an accomplishment.
Yeah. Probably does that all the time.
Probably,
yeah. So until there's a ring, can't say it.
Can't say no.
Have you ever been cheated on?
Have I ever been cheated on? I don't think so. I hope not.
I mean, you don't know.
Yeah.
So then
what I don't know doesn't hurt me.
Sure.
I don't want to know. Don't tell me.
So
the Latina in me will come out.
If you were... Okay. We'll go back to that one. If you were cheated on, you don't want the guy to tell you.
I don't think I want to know. Just kind of break up with me. I think just break up with me.
Break up with you.
Yeah. If you're going to do it, first of all, if you're going to do it, if you're thinking about it, just break up with me. And if you do it, you can go, F yourself and break up with me regardless. Break up with me regardless, but I'd rather not know.
Okay. So
I don't want to know.
Okay. So I'm assuming, based upon what you just said, that you do not believe in open relationships.
I don't know if I can do an open relationship, especially if I like the guy. Because if I like the guy, I want him all to myself. Mm-hmm. I can't do that. I don't want to share, especially to another girl. I can't.
What do you mean, especially to another girl? So if it's another guy, that's okay.
No, I just don't want the attention going to another girl too. It's just I want it all to myself.
What about another guy?
I don't know. I can't. I don't know. No, I can't do that. Just stick me with my guy.
Okay, so monogamous then.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been in an open relationship? You've never tried it.
No.
Okay.
I've never tried it.
Got it.
I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl officer.
That
Have you guys been?
One time.
I feel like it's easier for guys.
Why is that?
It's just
It's
easier.
definitely easier for guys. I think
Well, no.
biologically it's easier for guys, for sure. Yeah.
Well, why
But
do you
also,
say that?
you guys can put your emotions aside. I feel like it's harder for women to do that.
Sure.
Because you guys are kind
Generally
of
speaking,
the
that is
ones at the top initiating everything. And you guys are controlling the whole situation. Whereas the woman is kind of like seeing where it goes and seeing how you act and seeing how the whole dynamic is. I don't know. I've never been in one, but that's how I assume it to be.
I mean, it's kind of interesting because ironically, you would think that an open relationship would be like better for a girl because it's like if a girl wants to hook up with more guys, it's like so easy. Whereas like a guy, it's like it takes effort. Like you have to like, and sometimes it doesn't work out. You whatever. Whereas like, but because of I think just biology and like you guys literally have like oxytocin slam into your brain cells every time you have sex, and then like that like bonds you to somebody. Whereas like us, it's just like, oh, this is fun. You know what I mean?
Just male species.
I mean, not for me. Like I'm very shy and romantic, so for me it like bonds me. But like for all
That's
the other
good.
guys,
Flowers and everything. First date.
Yeah, exactly.
Flowers and roses, rose petals and candles. Are you guys romantic? Do you think you guys are romantic? Would you guys say you're romantic? How would you ask a girl
define
out?
romantic.
I use flowers tactically.
Oh, so you kind of use them in what way?
So
Because
let's
you know
say
girls love flowers.
I have a secret trick.
Okay.
So
Are you
let's say
gonna say this trick?
I just start seeing a girl. I'm kind of like, she seems like she's kind of getting serious, but I don't know where her head's at. Maybe she's still hooking up with other guys, right? So I get flowers on one of those delivery sites.
Okay.
But for the little note, instead of putting from Zach, I just put a smiley face, right? So flowers come to the door.
Okay.
If she says, oh my God, thanks for the flowers, Zach, boom, she's only seeing me.
She's the one.
If she doesn't, it means she doesn't know which of the three dudes she's saying got her the flowers. And then I'm like, all right, now I know where I
And you're
stand.
waiting for that message for her to kind of like hint something for you to confess that it was you. Because I'd probably do that. I'd be like, okay, so.
Yeah, like I would just like, if she was like, oh my God, I got your flowers, I'll be like, oh yeah, of course. But if she doesn't say anything, how come you're not thanking me for these flowers that showed up? That's like a weird
Puts it on
thing to do.
Instagram. Like, oh my God.
Oh, especially if they do that. If they're like, I'm using it for the clout. I don't know which of the three guys got it for me. That
Won't even
biggest
say
red
thank you.
flag,
Yeah.
red flag, Chinese New Year. There's so many red flags,
Look
right?
at the surprise I just got.
Yeah.
Wow, I wonder.
That's
who-
why that's an interesting conversation. So one of my friends, she's like, oh, Zach, like you got to stop meeting girls at like LA parties and the scene and everything like that. And I was like, where the fuck else am I supposed to meet girls?
I was going
Like,
to say, like, where else would you guys meet girls?
so she says she has this thing. She's like, yeah, here's what you do. You go to a like coffee shop, right? You see a cute girl sitting down and you get the waiter to like, you buy like a chocolate for her or something and then drizzle like your phone number with the chocolate or something like that.
Cute.
And then you just send it over to her and then she'll text you, right? And I'm like, that works in like movie fairy tale imaginary land.
I would love that.
But in real life, if some random dude you didn't even know who it was, probably you would take a picture, oh my God, so sweet, post on your Instagram and never text that number.
I would need to have a conversation with you first
Yeah.
and know who you really are.
Yeah.
Like for me, I think I've only dated people because I know people who know them. Or if I've gone through like their Instagram, I know, okay, they kind of do something with their life and they're posting. I'm not getting any red flags. Okay, maybe I will. But I make sure to let people know who I'm going with. But honestly, I wouldn't date someone if I just met them in the streets and they come up to me, because you never know. Jeffrey Dahmer, you know?
Yeah. But then they could give you their Instagram and then you see their Instagram.
So how would you hit on a girl?
I mean, usually I just meet them, honestly.
So you've never
house.
tried doing that, like as a social experiment.
Online dating?
No, like in person, the coffee shop stuff.
No, not the coffee shop.
Like a Hallmark movie kind
That's
of
so
thing.
lame to me, yeah.
Just for the plot. I don't
So
know.
like the girl I'm dating now, who's in my room
How
right
did
now.
you get her?
On the podcast. Met her on the podcast.
Ah.
Then girl before that was Palm Springs. We do this like trip every year. Ended up meeting her there. Girl before that was, we did like a yacht day. Met her on that. Yeah, so it's always just in the wild. I just meet people in the wild.
Just doing stuff.
Like how it was supposed to
shot.
be. Not these like, ooh, Tinder, oh, here's a dog,
Like,
swipe
hey,
right. Like,
what's your number?
yeah. No, nah, it's more so like, oh, this is going to get me in trouble. So the key, okay, I don't know if you know this, but for guys, obviously it's like a lot harder to get girls than it is for girls to get guys.
Mm-hmm.
The key for guys, it's called the slow chase. That's the strategy that you want to do.
Okay.
So if you don't know if you know this, evolutionarily, when we were like caveman days, right? When we'd like hunt like antelope and stuff like that, we didn't actually sprint after the antelope and throw the spear at them and get the antelope.
Yeah,
now that we know more about humans, the reason we don't have hair on our bodies is we would literally outrun animals. So we would like slow, like marathon jog after these like antelope and stuff. And because they have fur over their bodies, they would eventually overheat and they literally couldn't run anymore. And then we would catch them and then we'd eat them.
Okay.
So it's the best also strategy if you're trying to get girls. Because you don't want to chase too strong, because if you come on too strong, a lot of times
You
girls are
scare
like,
them,
it's
yeah.
too much. So, but if you're just like, hey, just like come out with my friends. Hey, let's like do this. We're having this day together. We're doing a yacht day. Like come through, you know what I mean? And then you get to know them. And then the other thing that I think is very important, people talk about what do girls like? Oh, like status or looks or personality, whatever. I think the most underrated thing is seeing how other people treat you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're at a party and everybody's coming up to you, hey, what's up? Good to see you. And then some girl comes like, oh my God, I can't believe you're here, right? That's what makes you look cool, more so than you like, oh, you're like really smooth and like you know how to talk.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
Personality always wins for me. I love a good personality.
I don't know if I believe that.
It does.
I do believe that you love a good personality, but then you're also dating a professional soccer player. So I'm like,
He was funny.
all right, but also status too. Like also like
He was funny. He's cute.
your exes, were they all well off? Were they all successful?
They were kind of in the scene also.
Okay.
Singers, actors.
So yes.
And yeah, I met them out and about when it was my, the Hyde days, out and about.
Hyde?
Remember Hyde? R.I.P.
Yeah.
Hyde.
I used to like Hyde. It was one of my
Hyde was
favorites.
fun in 2016.
Yeah.
And then I went to Hyde, I think 4 years ago. I think that was the last time I went to Hyde. It was completely different. I saw so many young kids. It felt like a frat house.
Yeah.
It was in
You
the
were not
back.
even open
23.
anymore.
You were 23 at the time.
I was like 17. My first
You said
time
4
at
years
Hyde.
ago. That would have been 23.
Yeah, 23, probably. No?
You're 27. 4 years ago would be 23. Wait,
Yeah.
what?
But the first time I went to Hyde, I was like 17.
Sure.
Like 2016.
Uh-huh.
Awkward silence.
Okay.
Hyde. Great times.
Hyde the club.
No, I understand.
Oh.
Let's continue.
I don't even know what I was saying. I got nervous. What are we talking about?
Yeah. All the club scene kind of died with COVID.
I miss going out. I love to dance. I don't like that people go out just to stand there. Like, I'm Hispanic, I'm Latina, I love to dance, I love to mingle. Like, if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna have fun.
People dance here all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I've only been to Warwick for like 30 minutes. I don't think I've ever like been to Warwick more than that. Like my whole life, 30 minutes.
You have to go with a group of people that you like to hang out
You
with.
do.
You know?
I need that.
Yeah.
I need a group of girls too
Yeah.
that are down to dance. Because sometimes, I don't know, it's hard. Like,
I gotta
LA
introduce you to some of our friends.
Yeah?
They're super fun. Yeah.
Okay, I need that. I love girls and I love group of friends and making friends. I feel like I'm pretty social, but it's also very hard to keep them. Like, you meet them out and about and it's always like, yeah, we're gonna hang out, but you never hang out.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
okay, you're following
They're like
each other.
party friends.
Yeah, and like you're following each other. You're seeing what you're doing, and it's like dating. It's like being a guy. I feel like I'm chasing these girls too. So, hey, like, let's go get coffee or something. We talked about it. We had a whole open heart to heart.
Yeah, but that's because of the whirlwind effect. You
Yeah?
know the whirlwind effect? Have you
What
heard
is
of
it?
that? Probably not because I just made it up. So when I was in Wisconsin, right? and
Wisconsin.
I went to college, right?
Okay.
And it was cool. We had like the guys' house, which was like the track people. And then there's like the volleyball girls in the volleyball house. and there's like 5 of us each, right? And we're all friends with each other. We'd always go out, hey, what's the plan tonight? Oh, we're going to Molly's. Okay, let's go to Molly's. Pregame at the place, whatever, right? I came to LA and I was like, man, that was such a fun like dynamic. I want to recreate that in LA.
Yeah.
So we had a group of guy friends. So we're like, okay, let's like find the group of girlfriends to like party with us, right? And it was so interesting because girls would like come into our group, right? And they'd hang out with us for, I don't know, 3-4 months. And then they get sucked in the whirlwind of LA, right? Mm-hmm. And now they're with the TikTokers.
The clout.
And then 3 months later, you'd see them with the mansion party people.
Yeah.
And then they just like get blown around in the wind. And I was trying so hard. And actually, Claudio told me this. Claudio was like, Zach, that's just how LA is. You have to realize like girls who are attractive have so many opportunities to go to this celebrity, this mansion, this yacht, this trip, right? That's just how it is. You have your guy friends and the girls just blow around in the wind, and then they come back to you for a while, then they get a boyfriend, you never see him. Then 6 months later they're back in the group, and it's like that's just how it is.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to meet female friends that stick around.
Very hard.
Yeah.
And then people who are just genuine in general. Like I think that's hard too.
Mm.
We tend to attract a lot of those.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. I gotta meet them.
Yeah.
Gotta hang out.
Yeah. For sure.
I mean, energy attracts energy,
Mm-hmm.
if you believe it or not.
Oh jeez.
Would you marry a guy who's rich
Yeah.
and buys
Period.
you? But no, there's nuances to it. So he's rich, buys
I don't
you,
care about money, for sure.
buys you, okay, buys you fancy stuff, takes you on dates,
Mm-hmm.
trips, all these things.
But
But cheats on you,
no.
but doesn't tell you. But hold on.
I don't like this.
Or
I'm already mad.
a broke man who is incredibly loyal and good in bed,
That's crazy.
but doesn't cheat on you.
You know what? I'll go for the broke one because he could always get a job and he could always do better with his life.
Nope.
Why not?
Broke forever. He's a starving artist.
Eternally broke.
You didn't say that before.
Starving artist.
I'll be the rich one. I don't want to know that he's cheating on me. I don't want to deal with that. I can't do that. I can't marry a guy like that. I want a family. I need a husband.
What's a husband and a
But
family got to do with cheating?
in that case, in a fight, in a like lawsuit, I'll get all of his money.
That's true. Yeah.
So,
no, prenup.
that's
prenup
great.
and a postnup.
I don't like this conversation. You're making up too many rules.
Wait, so I'm curious about this. Okay, so you said you don't really care about money.
Yeah.
So before you said that a lot of times in like past relationships you felt like you were like kind of outgrew them and they weren't growing at the same rate.
Mm-hmm.
So I assumed you meant like financially, like they're in like some dead end job and you're growing your modeling career.
It was mostly like emotional or like they were just stuck. I don't know. Like I'm very like outgoing. I like to go out, learn, explore. Okay, I want to try something new. I want to go somewhere fresh, make new friends, and just like the environments. Like I feel like I was feeling my best, doing my best, but then you would come home and like maybe they're playing video games and like just like in their own little world and just there in like a little hole and like you're trying to like do all these things, but they're just not budging and it's like I can't do this. Like I don't want to. I don't want to be there.
So it's also like socially growing in a way.
Yeah.
I see.
Socially.
Does height matter?
Height.
How tall they are?
I don't think so. This is my first boyfriend that's really tall.
What's the shortest you've dated?
Like maybe like 5'7", but I'm like 5'6", 7".
Sure.
So it's like my height, but when I would wear heels, they were kind of shorties.
Towering over him like Shrek.
Did you just call them shorties?
They're shorties.
Uh-huh.
Not bad.
Uh-huh.
So I'm happy with mine right now.
Okay.
He's like
but
a
in
package.
generally, you're not a big, you're more of a personality
No.
gal.
Because then I went for like the first, like him, like my first tall guy. And I'm like, wow, I get it. And I don't think I could go back.
Oh,
I don't want to go
you're
back.
ruined.
How
Sorry,
tall
guys.
is your current boyfriend?
6'1".
I don't even know. I just look up to him. I'm like, damn, that's my guy. I love it. I love it here because I can wear heels and higher heels. Because I had high heels that I would have never worn with the other guys. I love a good heel. So
Heels look nice.
Does age matter?
Age, maturity wise, probably. I think the older ones they kind of know what they want. Like they kind of stop playing games.
What's the oldest you've dated?
I don't think too far ahead. Like maybe like 33, 34.
Oh, while you were 20.
I was like 2 years ago. Yeah.
Okay, 25. So like 8 years.
Yeah. But it didn't really feel much of a difference. Age is just a number. But it just depends when. And it just depends on their maturity.
Would you date a 50-year-old?
No.
Would you date a 50-year-old?
No.
Okay. So it doesn't
I
matter.
draw the line. Yeah. Okay. That's where I draw the line.
So like
once
45?
it feels like, okay, my dad and like a grandpa and all of those things, I can't do that.
40?
I need it hot and fresh.
What's the line?
I could do 35.
35.
No, just kidding. I'm almost 30, so I don't know. 30-ish.
30-ish.
In the 30s.
Okay. Before 40.
Before 40.
Can't look at the 4.
Once it's like 39.9, it's over. Sorry, we're breaking up. I gotta be in my 30s to be there. Sorry.
Do you have... you said that you don't have a lot of girlfriends.
Yeah, I do have girlfriends. They're just not in the city. So now I have to find girls who are in the city. In LA. Because they're working in other countries or... It's just hard. So I just want a group of friends who we can go get smoothies and go on hikes and like talk and open up girly girl things.
You keep talking about wanting to marry and have a life of family and all that. Does that mean that you're no longer going to work once you get married?
I think I will still go to work because I like what I do. And I also like having my own things because you also never know where the situation can go. Maybe they can cheat and not have a prenup and I have to worry about myself, So I got to be safe. I got to protect myself, protect my assets, protect the family.
But if the husband said that, hey, I don't want you to work. Financially, I'm going to provide and no prenup.
Cute. I love that for me.
But you don't have to work anymore.
That's
but
fine.
You can't work anymore.
Pilates in the morning. Make lunch. Cute little wifey making lunch. Taking care of the kids. Picking up the kids. Soccer mom. Football. I'm ready.
Do you think that marriage should be a lifelong commitment, or that you can never break, or that should be a contract with renewals?
Renewals. I think the
so
point
you get to like renew it every like 5 years or like 3 years or whatever.
It just depends. I think like I grew up Catholic, so it's just marriage to me is religious in a sense, and I feel like it should be forever, like a forever thing. Like if I'm marrying someone, it's because I want to be with them and I see with them till the day I die and after. It should be just automatically renewal. No questions asked.
Got it.
I mean, what do you like? Is that what you guys are looking for? What do you guys look for in a relationship? Like,
it doesn't really matter what you're looking for. It's just what's realistic in today's society.
Mo's already married.
You're married. I think you are. Yeah, I remember. What do you think? I remember that. Remember that conversation.
You met my wife.
I did. I remember. It's all coming back to me. It was your anniversary, like a couple of days before that. You're gonna celebrate that.
Sure.
Yeah, pretty sure your wedding or something. 1 year.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I don't remember the date of like when we met, but yeah.
But would you like when you plan on getting married or you being married, like what do you guys see it as? Like a forever thing?
Yeah, if I'm getting married, that's it. But I'm very like...
That's why you have to know who to be with and pick that person. I feel like you kind of just know.
Yeah, that's what scares me about it is like whenever you ask someone, how did you know they were the one, right? It always feels like they give you some like answer that like ChatGPT gave to them. You know, it's like, oh, when I look into her eyes, I just knew. Or like, when you know, you know. And I'm like, but how? Like,
It's that soul connection. I don't know. Soul ties.
maybe. I've just never
Twin
like
flame.
felt like there was a person who I was just like, oh, this is the one. I've just never had that feeling, and I'm 34. Maybe I just
Maybe they're coming.
didn't find the right person, or maybe that just doesn't exist. And actually, most people, which is my theory, get married when it's time to get married.
Yeah.
Because like, how many people get married either right after high school or right after college? Like, huge percentage of people, which tells me, oh, most people are thinking, I'm done with college. The next thing to do is get married. Right? I don't think it's
I feel like
everybody
that's
just
for
happens
guys.
to find their true love in college.
I think guys, it's more that way, but for girls, it's like a fairy tale.
Maybe that might be true because you guys have like more like hormones going off in your brains and stuff.
Yeah.
Have you ever died?
What?
Do you know what it feels like to die?
No. What do you mean?
Does it make dying something that doesn't exist just because you've never felt it?
No, of course dying exists.
Exactly. So does falling in love with the one and true love.
Maybe. That's completely
When
different.
you know,
like,
you know.
It's just
You
like
just gotta open your heart.
because I see people who are married that I'm like, y'all don't look like you're in love to me. You know what I mean? Like, I look at you and like, I'm like, I don't know.
It's because some people get married without having a real talk and they don't know who they are. So when the other person that you are going to be with forever because you got married is bringing out things inside of you that need to be worked on.
And also, people change, you know?
People do change.
All your cells within 7 years die and get replicated.
Yeah.
So, like, 7 years from now, I'm not even the same dude.
Nope.
I could be dating some.
But you're all ever evolving, and it's a choice to be with someone. You got to pick each other. That's why you got to make sure you pick right and know who you want to be with.
Yeah. It's scary.
It is scary.
Yeah.
I'm an overthinker.
That's the only thing I'm scared of is
Making the wrong
commitment.
choice.
Yeah.
Commitment.
That's it.
That's a big one.
People say I have commitment issues. I'm like, nah, that's not an issue. That's a completely founded concern that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At least you're aware of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think marriage should be a non-breakable commitment because there's no point in getting married
No.
if you're not going to be
It's
with
like
this
dating.
person
Just
forever.
stay dating.
Yeah, exactly. So there's no reason for anybody to, go down the aisle and say all these words
Make a
to
promise,
the person that
yeah.
you're not going to spend the rest of your life. Why are you saying you're going to
You're a
spend the rest
liar.
of your life with somebody if you're not going to do it?
Yeah. It's
And
also
so-
expensive.
Yeah.
The whole planning and everything.
Yeah.
Also, if you're not having kids, I don't know if there's any reason to get married.
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
I mean,
You
I know a
If
lot
you
of
have kids,
people
I get it.
who, like older people who just don't want kids and they're not married, but they're happily together and they've been together for a really long time
Yeah. Yeah.
and they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just how you see it, what you want. It's
Yeah.
all subjective.
Why are men expected to accept women hormones, but women do not accept man hormones?
Because we go through a lot and a lot of changes. You guys, men, their hormones change 24 hours. You start fresh. We have like a week, 4 weeks, and each week is different. And we just go through a lot in general. And in order to live in a cohesive world, it'd be nice for the men to understand and have a little bit of compassion for the girls. It'll make everyone's life easier.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of men do.
And that's good. We love the men that try to understand, especially their girlfriends. I think at least try to understand where your girlfriend is at, because sometimes she's not just crazy. She's just in the time of the week.
It's just that time of the week.
It's just that time of the week.
That is very true.
We used to have this model house.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like 4 of them in there, right? And
For women.
yeah.
Models.
So they would sync
Them.
up their periods. Girls, they sync
Yeah.
them up. Yeah. And
Oh.
it was just like chaos in that house. It was like, if we bleed, you bleed. Like it was like complete crazy.
Like a sacrifice.
Yeah.
You're all sitting in a circle.
Yeah, it was scary.
I cannot imagine.
You've never lived in a mall house before?
No, that scares me. I've heard things.
Have you? Like what?
Yeah, just girls are crazy. young, pretty girls are crazy, especially when they're young. They go out. They don't get good enough sleep. They don't eat well, and they're surrounded by like guys, and they're young and fresh, and they're going out, and everything's nice, and it's just scary times. Hormones are developing. What a time to be alive.
They got to do a reality show on that.
They should.
That would be the best reality show.
What are your thoughts about random hookups?
They're fine. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Sometimes it is what it is.
And it seems like it's a job. Like it's like, all right, I'm going out tonight. Gotta get the work done. Let's lay it down.
You know what you're feeling. If it makes you happy, go for it. Just be careful. Wear a condom. Use protection. Mm-hmm. You know? Don't say I love you on accident.
Is flirting cheating?
Subjective, I guess. Depends what kind of flirting.
You tell me.
Because some people are just naturally very
flirtatious,
friendly. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know, they like a little bit of attention, or just it's just how they were raised and talked to, and like, hey, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. But then other people who are not used to that get thrown aback because what is that? What are you doing? So I think
your boyfriend is at a party. Mm-hmm. And he's naturally very friendly and flirtatious.
Talking to another girl?
Yeah.
But just having like a conversation.
Sure.
If they're just having a conversation, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind. As long as they know that, okay, that's my girl.
Okay.
But just a normal conversation? Okay.
So, and then she meets you.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day she hits him up and says, hey, it was nice meeting you. We should hang out.
No, thanks.
and then he goes and grabs coffee with her.
Ooh.
Just let me know when he crosses the line. I'll keep going.
Yeah, no. 'Cause
he crossed the line already.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Once he accepted the nice meeting you, okay. But going to go get coffee with another girl you just met, especially if you didn't know them prior to your relationship, I think you'd never know these other people's intentions.
So that's cheating at that point.
I think it's a fine line to cheating. It's not cheating yet, because it could just be two friends, like you two hang out. Mm-hmm. She could be lesbian.
So then why would he think that he's doing something wrong?
It's just a fine line. I don't know. It's so tricky.
Okay, so then he goes and he meets with the girl, and she says, oh my God, you're so handsome.
Oh no, yeah. Okay, but then he would be smart enough, I hope, to understand those cues that this girl is hitting on him, and there's no other reason why she would be messaging a guy, you know? So he would have to put that boundary and that stop and not let that continue, because then if it does continue and he's aware of that, then that is cheating, because then that's going to lead to problems that are going to cause the relationship to get hurt.
Mm-hmm. Let me reverse this for you.
Okay.
You get hit up by a photographer who's very good.
Okay.
And he is...
What is this game? I don't like this. I feel like, I don't know. Did my boyfriend set you up? Am I being set up? I'm scared.
Imagine he comes out of the closet.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Punked.
You passed.
You failed. No.
The photographer hits you up and
like
says...
I'm being set up.
No, you're not. You're not. It's just, it's interesting to me,
Yeah.
right? Because especially in your line of work, whether it's acting or like I've had this conversation in depth with my wife with regards to how there is this mentality with actresses who believe that what they do for work somehow makes them have this sort of the right to do the things
They're immune.
that otherwise would be wrong outside of the work for environment while they're in a relationship, right?
That's hard.
And it's very hypocritical.
Yeah.
And
Wait. Do you mean, are you saying like kissing on camera, or are you saying getting lunch with like a movie producer?
Yeah.
So it goes both ways, right? If you this situation came up actually very, very similarly, where my wife was getting hit up by this director or like a producer or something, and he was consistently hitting her up and saying, hey, let's go to a movie. Let's go watch a movie together. Let's go to this party. Let's go to this thing. Let's grab coffee, right? And it was interesting to me because at first she didn't know what the intentions were, right? And then I had to like clarify for her and be like, look, he's trying to fuck you, right? And that's basically what it is. There's really nothing else. And so she was like, okay, well, like, do you think I should, go and like have a conversation? And then if he says something, just like be like, hey, no, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Or just not go. I was like, well, you have to ask yourself a question. Why is it that you're going knowing that he's going to do that? What is it that you're going to accomplish from this? And
like if he wanted to work with you, send a professional email like, hey, come to casting.
It's fairly simple. It's really not that complicated, right? And so, but women who are in a relationship would put themselves in a position to get hit on while they know that this is what's going to happen, but then just act naive and be like,
I feel like the guys,
I didn't know.
The guys also take advantage of that though, knowing that they have a position and people like actors are fighting for a role.
100%.
And especially like you're a girl, you kind of get taken advantage for that situation because you've been working for this so much and you finally get an opportunity, but that opportunity is only coming from because of your physical looks and maybe not even your talents. And it's kind of hard because, okay, you want it so bad, but then you have to have your values and your morals and just, be serious with what you actually want and how you want to achieve it. It's like, okay, do I want it the easy way? Do I want it now? Is it going to be worth it? Or do I want to keep working for it and being amongst all the other actors and models who are trying to get this same role?
That's what I've always wondered is like, I'm always curious, like what percentage of like actors who have made it got it because they cheated the system. You know what I mean? And then almost wondering like, cause like if I'm thinking about it, if I was like as like about YouTube, but instead of YouTube, I was passionate about like acting and this is my dream. I'm fucking going for it. Right. And there was an opportunity for me and it's like, oh, you have to like, the roles were reversed. Oh, you have to like hook up with this like really ugly girl who's a producer to like get in the movie. I'd probably do that shit, to be honest. So I'm just wondering like,
but how do you know you're getting that position? I need to see it in paper,
like a contract or something. Yeah. But even with that, I'm saying like, sometimes I wonder like if I was a girl who trying to be an actor, I feel like in the back of my mind, it would be like, is this even like possible to do without like hooking up with a guy, or is it just like that's how everybody just gets their role? Like, I don't know the answer to that question.
Don't know. I would love to know.
And I'm sure like
but they're not
nobody's
gonna
tell
no.
you. And if you're like deep in the industry, you might like know the actual answer. But like,
probably traumatized and going through a lot of things now and trying to heal. Probably seen a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Probably been through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But or you just have to work hard, push through.
Yeah.
You can even get there, but is it gonna be worth it when you get to the top?
That's what I'm like.
Or are they gonna like manipulate it?
If I was an actor, I would just like, I'm biased because I do YouTube obviously, but I would just be like, nah, I'm gonna make it doing like fucking skits on Instagram and YouTube and making my own movies and like fuck that shit. I'm not gonna wait for someone to pick me.
But then also, how do you differentiate from someone who's being genuine, who actually wants to help you?
Yeah, that's true
and
too.
also be like, okay, do they want to just have sex, or do they actually see something in me and they want to help me?
Yeah, and what if they're like, oh, let's grab lunch because they actually want to like see, oh, is this person a vibe? Yeah. And then you're like, oh, just so you know, by the way, I'm not going to hook up with you. And they're like,
that's weird.
Oh, like, why are you trying to like, fuck that? I'm
now
not, I'm
going
to go with somebody else then, because you're making it weird.
You don't want to assume.
Yeah, I think if somebody hasn't done anything questionable and hasn't said anything questionable and hasn't insinuated anything, then there's no reason for you to assume the worst, right?
Yeah.
But the minute they say something inappropriate or
You feel the energy.
yeah, it's just
You
like
can
somebody
tell.
makes a compliment that like doesn't need to be said, right? And it goes into a realm of flirtatious and wanting to get your attention.
Yeah.
Right. Then you just know.
You just know.
And I think a lot of people are just kind of avoidant to that, just because they want to get that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So then they let things go further than it should. And then once it does, they're like, I didn't see this coming. And I'm like, you should have, like,
It's like a canon event.
20 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know? So it's interesting.
It's hard. Because I've definitely had those. And it's like, okay, do I want to put myself in that situation? But I think I did it once and then it was, okay, I don't want to do this. Because also as a girl, doing those things and not knowing, for example, okay, I don't know, producer messages you, let's go get coffee. Maybe you don't know anyone else who knows that person, but you're kind of trusting their credentials. And maybe they can be a crazy man who's like a predator or something.
Mm-hmm.
So as a girl, you have to be safe for that too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a hard industry to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything entertainment.
And then to prove if something does happen, it's like, oh, she went on a coffee date, even though it was nothing professional.
Mm-hmm.
She willingly went. It's like, okay.
Final question. Does size matter?
Like height? What size are we talking about? Like shoe size? Ring size?
The obvious size. The one everybody talks about.
If you're talking about that size, if I'm going to assume.
Mm-hmm.
I
You have such a
think-
dirty mind.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I
Yes,
don't
the
assume.
dick size. Doesn't matter.
Let's see. I don't know. I'm scared to answer that.
I mean, you could say it does.
Maybe it does. You know?
Have you ever been with somebody with a micro penis?
I plead the fifth.
Oh, man.
It wasn't fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I know, but
Yeah.
what was your reaction? What did you like? You just kind of went along with it?
It was all I'm gonna say was surprising. Like the first,
Like you'd never seen one.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was just surprising. No judgment. Like it's not your fault. You know, you get what you get.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
What if he was the best looking, richest, great personality, just everything 10 out of 10 except this one thing that made him a 9.5?
A half? Okay, 9.5 is not that bad. I'm sure there's things
Can
that
you
can make it work.
Can you forego this one thing?
I'm sure because of that they can compensate in other ways.
Mm-hmm.
You just never know. Could be fine.
You would only hope.
Yeah. You just have to experience it.
You have to experience it. You're forced to.
You had to be there.
Well, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks
It's
for
been
having
fantastic.
me. This was exciting. This is different.
See, it wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad. It was different.
Your boyfriend says hi.
Where's he at? I'm sorry. That last question was crazy.
It's funny. And hopefully we'll have you back here soon again.
Yeah, we got to go hang out
Yeah, for
with the
sure.
girls too.
Mhm.
I'm ready to go dance.
Let's do
Go
it.
to Warwick.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.